Ludwig's video, I asked 100 streamers how to be successful because I was thinking, look at me, I'm not very successful. He's probably asking successful streamers how to be successful. It's like a handbook just to me. And I've been thinking, like, maybe I should watch this with you guys instead. And if anybody has any pointers, maybe saying don't do that, write it. I'll check it. Without further ado, I asked 100 streamers how to be successful by Ludwig. Let's go.
Video 3 years ago about how to be a streamer, and it covered a lot of the bases that you will need, and a lot of the stuff here is going to be repetitive information. But I also
cool.
have something different this time. This time, it's not just me who's going to be telling you how to be a streamer. I've gone ahead and I've asked 100 of my friends, 100 fellow streamers, on advice for somebody who's up and coming or trying to become a streamer. So I have more info for you this time. It's not just
Welcome
me.
to the
I literally went
broadcast.
out and asked 100 streamers for advice, and I put it all into a PowerPoint presentation, which I am calling My Ultimate Guide to Streaming 2024 Edition. Let's get into it, class. All you will need is a pen and paper and a positive attitude. Step 1 on becoming a streamer. Stop watching this video if you have not yet gone live. I'm being serious. Go live, you lazy fucker. If you have never even attempted to stream,
I am doing this right now. I went live. I did not pre watch this. Step 1 complete. Step 1. Let me just take out my little dandy notebook here. Step 1 of becoming a successful streamer is step 1 complete. Let's keep going.
before, and you are watching this video on how to be a streamer, you're not serious about it. And this is a problem that's not exclusive to streaming. This is a problem that happens in every single hobby you want to pursue. Do you want to be a runner? Oh, I'm going to look up a bunch of videos on how I should run and how I should train running before I do it. Oh, you want to start working out? I'm going to look up a bunch of videos on how to work out before I start working out. Just do the damn thing. Just do it, because that is the hardest step.
I'm here now. I am here now.
Just doing it, and you'll make a million excuses and you'll put 100 barriers between you and doing the thing. I don't have the right technology. My equipment's not good enough. I don't have anyone who'd watch me right now. I don't even know what I'd stream. Just fucking do it. If you're not even gonna try one single stream, then you are not serious about this. And I'm gonna prove to you that you're not
Says me.
serious, because the biggest streamer in the world right now is a guy named Jinxie. And for a full year, he streamed on Twitch to an average viewership of 2. 639 hours streamed to an average viewership of 2. 3.5 hours live with a peak viewership of 1. That's Jinxie, man. So if you're not willing to be Jinxie, I don't think you're serious about being a streamer. Be Jinxie, go live, come back to this video after you've learned just a little bit. If you've already gone live, congratulations. All right, congrats. You can continue watching this video.
That's
Second
me.
question you might be asking, Ludwig, why should I listen to you?
He's successful. He's a streamer. At one point, he was the biggest Twitch streamer, like most subscribed to Twitch streamer. So I will take what he says to heart. Okay? And you can't even see him. I can't believe it. Sorry, Lud.
Why me? There's a lot of information out there, a lot of people whose entire channels are devoted to how to be a streamer. Why me? Well, I've had some success along the way. I am the second most subscribed to Twitch streamer ever of all time, behind Kai Cenat. I won Streamer of the Year a year or two ago.
On his girlfriend's own award contest. but it's fan voted.
You know, some successes along the way. This is not me boasting, by the way. I also have the record for the most Twitch subscribers lost by anyone ever, and I still hold that record. But I've had some success streaming, and I care about imparting that because I know as a fact I will not be a big streamer forever. One day I will completely fall off, or I'll quit entirely because I'm scared of falling off. All right, one of them's gonna come. So I might as well get rid of all the information I have because somebody
Can't
who's
fall
watching
off
this
if you
video
never
right
got
now
on, man.
will be replacing me as the biggest streamer in the world one day. Or they'll be a top streamer. I've seen people who have made it big, who I would argue are doing shit that I'm not doing, that are very good, who have mentioned me. And I'm very flattered by that fact. So I might as well impart the wisdom while I have it. Extra Emily, I think, is a streamer who I think's fucking killing it right now. And she's mentioned me as someone who inspired her. And I'm flattered by that because she's doing shit that I'm not doing. Every damn stream, she's doing something crazy. She makes crack cocaine on the streets of Austin.
Yes?
This is a family establishment. You are not allowed to cook crack in the parking lot.
Oh, I'm cooking steak.
What?
I'm cooking steak.
So anyway, let me just give you the wisdom I have. And if you
Maybe I go and actually cook some crack on the street, on stream. I think that would be a hit.
don't trust my opinion, well, good news for you. I also asked 100 streamers how to stream. This is real. I made a Google form. I asked all the questions that I would want to know if I just started streaming, and I asked the biggest streamers you could possibly think of. And this is true. I did ask 100.
Man, I'm not sure this is gonna be very serious. Like, I think Ludwig's being serious. I don't know if the other streamers are gonna be answering very seriously. But we'll see. We'll see.
Streamers. That's going to be the title of this YouTube video. I did ask 100 streamers. Disclaimer, 100 people didn't answer me. Okay? I did ask 100 people. It just
Damn.
turns out that only 30% of them actually answered. Not a horrible percentage, by the way. If you're an
So, to be a successful streamer, you have to be an asshole and not answer people. Got it.
the MLB and you're batting 30%, that's not bad. That's pretty good, you know? So a lot of dono walls there, a lot of egos hurt along the way, but I did ask for you guys. I mean, these are the names of the people who replied to me. And if you just took a quick look there are a lot of big fucking streamers here. And let's start with the very basic question. What are the perks of being a streamer? Now, this one might seem simple. You guys could probably list a few off the top. And the biggest one that most people think of is money. That is the
What's
biggest
up,
perk that
man?
most people would think of is when you think of a streamer,
Good.
you think of money. Yep, everyone's spamming it in chat right now. That's true. And I'm going to reveal something here that I think I'm illegally allowed to reveal because I'm no longer a Twitch exclusive streamer. I wasn't able to reveal this last time. Here's how much money I made my last year on Twitch. Again, this is not a flex. I'm just trying to show you. This is why people like to start streaming because they think of the money aspect. There it
Okay.
is. That was my last year
Oh.
on Twitch. 2021, I made $2.5 million. Now, bear in mind that money does include the subathon. So kind of does inflate it a little bit. Yeah, that's a big chunk of it. I would argue like half of it. But it's a lot of money. People, you know, they like the idea of streaming because the amount of money you can make. You also have a pretty cool job. You get to game for a living. I mean, that is the core of what streaming is. It is gaming. Literally, for my job, last week, I got to play Stick RPG and gamble in a fake cartoon universe where I was trying to sell cocaine to Girl Scouts who robbed me. That's what I did for my job. That's what I did. It was pretty fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie. I had a lot of fun doing it. That's what I got to do. You also get to be like a D-list, F-list celebrity. You're not famous. Don't fucking delude yourself if you're a streamer. But if you walk into a GameStop and you're a big streamer, holy shit, they're gonna recognize you. Macy's, Banana Republic, not so much. But Best Buy, you know, those are our places. That's where the people know us. And you get to even meet some cool people. A lot of the people that
I do like hanging out
I got to
in the
meet,
stores like
I got to
those.
hang out with, and now I also get to work with. These are the cool things about streaming, but everybody knows this. Everybody knows all the cool shit that comes with streaming. People don't think about some of the negatives, so I'm going to bring up a couple here.
Okay.
One, being a micro celebrity isn't always great, because sometimes you have haters. And I brought an example of a hater here for you today. My biggest hater that I've had for about 3 years now, a guy who will DM me almost every week some mean shit. March 7th, 2022. Ain't no way your ass drive a Vespa. I got COVID a few days ago. It's because of your stupid Vespa. Stop driving the Vespa. Still at it. Just got Dolly, LMFAO. Okay, this picture does make me laugh. It does make me laugh, but still, what is that about? What is that? I'm just minding my own business. It's 1:10 a.m. Holy shit, you did it. I'm so proud. Sometimes it does come full circle. Doesn't mean the hating stops. God, I hope I find your name on Epstein's Island. Okay, you get the idea. Obviously, this is more of a funny hater, but there are very real haters. There are very real consequences to even being a micro celebrity, and there are a lot of people whose lives are worse because of the attention they get, and they don't really like it. Okay, that's one thing.
I think if I actually had some people who were like hating on me or were actually being like assholes, I'm pretty sure I could handle that. I'm pretty sure I could handle that. I say now. And I get sad because somebody wrote in chat that my mustache isn't very thick. But
Another thing, big streamers tend to work a lot, right? These are my 30 surveyed streamers. I asked them how often they work in a week. And the blue is 0 to 20 hours. You might notice there is no blue. In fact, an equal amount of people work 20 to 39 hours a week, as do 80 plus hours. And I don't think they're bullshitting when they're putting these replies in, because you can literally track the hours of some of these streamers. There are people who are average live 10 hours a day for the entire year, 365 days a year. It's easy enough to go, work, Lamau, this isn't even a real job, whatever, that's fine. The reality is, though, if you were to do that, it would drain you, and you would basically lose everything else in your life along the way. And I have seen streamers do this. They lose everything else on the way because all they do is stream. It is their life. They're not gaining new life experiences, they're just sharing all their life experiences online. And as opposed to a job where you are told how...
I wouldn't want to do that. I don't think so. I don't think I'd want to do that. Like, if I was to someday stream full time, which is a long shot to say the least, I don't think that I would want to stream that much. Which is going back to his old video, or not his old video, but the previous video we watched about him. No, not about him, but about streaming in general, not handing out exclusive contracts the way they used to. And I think that will make a lot of people stream less and realize they're making almost the same amount of money while feeling way better. I do think so.
How often you are supposed to come in by somebody. You make your own hours, and the more hours you work, the more money you make. But you only make money while you're live, so might as well be live as often as you can. Still, those negatives aren't that bad. Like, all things considered, this is still better than working at a call center, Ludwig. It's really not that bad. So why doesn't everybody stream? You make a lot of money, play video game, hang out with Germa 985? But yes, me, sign me up, man, sign me up. Well, let's do a little experiment. I want you to think of a streamer. In fact, type one in chat. Think of a streamer. It can be anyone in the world. Think of a streamer. There's a bunch of huge streamers that you guys are listening right now. Maybe you thought of one of these names. Sorry, Ninja, for using this picture. Go Lions. These are the streamers you think of. But I think that's a bit of a mistake. Because if all you are thinking about when you think of the title of streamer is the people who have not only made it, but made it to such a high degree that they are the top of the top of the top 1,111%, then you're not really envisioning what your life will be like if you try streaming. So I'm going to show you someone. I'm going to show you this guy right here. Does anyone recognize this streamer? I don't see a single person in chat who's instantly recognizing this streamer. I did some research yesterday. I wanted to look up the 10,000th biggest streamer in the world. So that's what I did. And right now you are looking at Mr. 10,000. Omni Kevka. If you go to Twitch Tracker and you go to
Okay.
the very last page possible, technically it's number 9,995, but I rounded up, you will find Mr. 10,000, a guy who averages 268 viewers, who streams really intense gaming sessions that can last 24 hours of playing games like Ark and more recently Power World. And let's just go through a few stats here. Mr. 10,000 averages 262 viewers, streams an average of 7.5 hours every single day for the course of 2023, and has 388 sub points on Twitch. Here's him explaining what he does in his own words.
I've got my own style. You know what I mean? I'm a fat dude with long hair. Gotten fatter as I streamed. But I'm grinding. The way that I stream is by gaming hard. Multiple 24-hour streams in the last couple of days. Casually, all the time. I'm a video gamer that streams. There's a lot of streamers that play video games. You know what I mean? But I wanted my story to be, I play hardcore.
Now, this dude's fucking dope. And I got to hang out in his stream for a couple hours yesterday. He has a great community. And yes, he does game hardcore. And he's been gaming hardcore for a long time. This guy's been streaming longer than Twitch Tracker tracks stats. Longer than I have been streaming myself. And is what you should be thinking of when you think of being a streamer. Because OmniKevka is a very successful streamer. He is in the top 0.08% of streamers in the world. And last month, 7.3 million people went live. He was more successful than 7.29 million people. So don't delude yourself into thinking streaming is being Kai. Streaming is...
I never thought that, but it's wild to me that this number here equals to about 300 viewers. That is kind of wild. Does he do full-time streaming though? I think so. I would assume so. If he does, I'm happy for him. I'm very happy for him.
being Valkyrie, streaming is being Ninja, streaming is being OmniKevka. And it is possible to be the biggest, but for the most part, people like OmniKevka are what makes up the streaming world. And they don't get the same attention and critical acclaim that the big people who get the millions of dollars do. Because all the eyes go to those people, but the reality is if you were to start streaming, your life would be a lot more similar to a streamer like OmniKevka, who's grinding. And in his own words said he was in the mines of Twitch. And he still gets to play video games for a living, and it still gets to pay his bills, and he still gets to hang out with cool people in his chat. But don't delude yourself. Don't think that starting the go live button means you will end up being Valkyrie, means you will end up being Kai. Because that's not what streaming is. It is a grind. Okay? It is a grind. Now, before we start the actual session, on
to me, I've talked about this. So I average about, I would say 2 to 3 viewers. I average that. But I always knew that the number one key to this is being consistent. Just consistency, consistency, consistency. And I truly believe that being consistent, you will be able to do almost whatever you want to do. Almost. You might not be able to fly. But being consistent with whatever you do, you will be able to do it. I truly believe so.
on how to be a streamer, we're gonna do a task. And I did this last time. We're gonna do it again because this is one of the few kind of hippie things that I believe in, which is manifesting your goals. And the way to do
You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna actually do this. I'm gonna actually write it down in my little notebook here. The 3 streamers that I list now. Please don't be mad at me. I am not trying to do any funny shit. I will spell your name wrong just in case. Just in case. But what he is saying here, I will just straight up go on and do this right now. Let's see here. Let's go to the back of it so I know where it is at all times. Okay. Goals. Inspiration and why. Goals. So my goals with streaming and just content creation in general is I want to do something that I actually enjoy doing. I've had a couple of different jobs, jumped from place to place, but I've always been very, it's not, it hasn't been very good for me. I've realized, and I think that me actually putting my foot down because I've wanted to stream for, I would say, almost 8 years now, but I wasn't brave enough, honestly. I wasn't. I wasn't comfortable enough in myself, and so that is the reason why to something, do something I enjoy for once. Why? Chase my dreams. It may sound cheesy. It may sound, you know, like it's I don't know, dorky or whatever, but it is chase my dreams actually. And to not be afraid, I would say. Inspiration, I would say, and I know he just said don't look at the big streamers, but I will have to look at the big streamers because those are the streamers that I have been watching and the streamers that have inspired me to do this. And I would say that's Ludwig, that's Hasanabi, and Moist. Because all three of them do very different things, but all three of them do things that I really enjoy. Ludwig with his games and events that he puts up and, all this fun stuff. Hassan, you know what Hassan does. You see I I am very invested in politics, especially in geopolitics. Um and Charlie because he's just doing whatever the fuck he wants to do. And that is very inspirational to me. And what are my goals with streaming? My goals, I would say, are to be able to pay my bills with this. That's goal one, short term goal. Long term goal, I don't know. Win a stream award. I don't know. But I would say the goal is to just be able to do this, even if it is like at the bare minimum, do this to as a living for a living. And I know that as a 27-year-old, I am jumping in way later in life than a lot of these people are. But, you know, hey, what are dreams and goals if not for you to chase them, you know? So I'm going to do that. And I just realized that I did not spell your names wrong, guys. I'm sorry. Let's keep on watching.
Do that is by writing them down. And I want this on pen and paper, okay? I want this on pen and paper. I did this when I first started streaming over 6 years ago. I'm gonna have you guys do this today, all right? And in fact, I write all of my goals on something I can easily access on my desk. And it's on this little picture of me. On the back of it, I have all my goals. Now you're gonna write 3 things on this piece of paper. Section 1, I want you to write your goals with streaming. Now the goal can be different. It can be broad, it can be bold, it can be simple, but it should be honest. If you're gonna say that your goal is to have an altruistic community that you just like making laugh, is that real? Be genuine with yourself. Nobody's in the room with you. Do you actually just want to be fucking rich and a big streamer and famous? That's fine. Let's just be honest with ourselves today.
I do want that too. I do. I'm gonna be honest. Like, who doesn't want to be rich? But that is not like that isn't the main goal of this.
Okay? So let's write our goals down. And I'm going to say one more thing. Goals can be bad, right? I think goals are valuable because they hold you accountable. But just because you achieve your goal does not mean you're done. And just because you don't hit your goal doesn't mean you failed. It's just something to hold you accountable along the way. And it can be as simple as my goal is to go live 3-4 times a week, whatever it is. So write your goal down, whatever it is. Second thing I want you to
I
write.
can do that. Go live at least 4 times a week, right? Okay.
I want you to write some inspiration. I think this is really valuable to do because when you first start out, you're forming some sort of identity. And anytime you watch a streamer in their early career, even very successful streamers like Liam, for example, the speedrunner, you can tell they've pulled some inspiration from other people. You know, Liam had some similarities to Clint Stevens. So I want you to list 3 streamers that you like and how you would like to stream like, right? So don't just list 3 streamers that you like that do something you would never do. For example, like don't list, Tarek Kaide 10s and then you're like, oh, I don't play Valorant. List 3 streamers that you like that do something you would like to do. And then
That's what I did. Hassan, Ludwig, Moist. Because all of them do things that I would love to do.
the final thing I would like you to list is why. Why do you want to do this? And this is the part where I want
already
you to be honest. This is the part where I want you to actually answer the question very, very vulnerably. Why do you want to have 300 concurrent viewers? Why do you want streaming to be a supplementary income? Why do you want streaming to be a full-time job? Why do you want to be the biggest in the world? I don't care how altruistic it is. I don't care how selfish it is. I just care that you know it and that you are honest to yourself, and I think that is valuable. Now, you might have thought if I saw you not write this down, I'd tell you to quit. All right, this is what I did in the last video. Last time I did this, all right, I had this entire spiel, and then I said, if you didn't write it down, then you should quit. Well, you should actually.
I wrote it down without him having to tell me. No, he did tell me. But before he said that, I said, I'ma write this down.
Do is if you are writing this down and you have not yet gone live, go live, you lazy fucker. Okay? Stop doing all the auxiliary work without actually doing the thing that you were trying to do. Just go live. You're the only one who can motivate yourself to do the things that you want to do in life. If you're trying to be a streamer, you just got to go live. You can do all the other shit, like looking up what gear you want to get and writing down all your goals after. Just go live one time for me. Just one fucking time. Okay? And if you've done it, please go back to writing down your goals, inspirations, and your whys. But make sure you've gone live at least once. Just fucking try it, man. Even an hour. I don't care. Just try it. Here are mine. This is actually just a picture directly from my goals list. I have a few goals. My goals have changed. My goals are much more broad. I don't have goals based off objective metrics anymore. I don't care about my subscriber number as much. I don't care about my viewership as much. I just care about being better about what I'm doing. And so they're honestly more like reminders. Be ambitious, be creative, be kind, be patient. Because I think if I am those things and I remind myself to be those things, then I will be better at everything else in my life. So goal doesn't have to be get 100 viewers or whatever the fuck. It can be this. It's just a little bit harder to hold yourself accountable when your goal is be ambitious versus an objective number you can look at. Inspiration. Komet Zero, because I think in esports, he is doing stuff that I would like to be doing with
letting people know I'm live.
Jinxie, because with very limited tools, Rainbow Six, he has amassed the largest average concurrent viewer base on Twitch, which I find massively impressive. And then Germa985, because his creativity, his ambition to do whatever idea he thinks of and then make it come to life, I still find inspirational. And then why? Why do I stream? Why do I do what I do? Simply put, that's also changed a lot. For a while, it was because I wanted to be a big streamer. Then it was because I had daily YouTube uploads and I wanted to keep uploading daily. And to keep uploading daily, I had to keep going live. After that, it was to be the biggest. I wanted to be the biggest streamer in the world. And then after I did that, I realized, well, actually what I really care about and gives me the most value is making the lives of those around me better. And also making cool shit. So those are the two things that I care about. Making people's lives around me better, friends, family, whatever. Making cool shit. So those are my two whys. Where should you stream? Answer. Twitch. Now, this might sound a little bit ironic, seeing as we are live streaming this on YouTube right now, but Twitch is simply the best platform to stream on. It just is. And then a couple more questions that go along with this.
Be entertaining for 10 as you would for 10,000. I am still trying. I am trying to learn to speak more. I'm trying to, I'm introverted as fuck. But I read somewhere that's a good thing for content creation. So here I am again. No, but for real, like I am trying to be fun and good to as many people as possible, to as broad of an audience as I can.
To be successful as a streamer,
will.
you need to be consistent. This is just simple advice, okay? Another tip that's helped me along the way, you should be as entertaining for 10 viewers as you would for 10,000 viewers. If you were to have 10,000 people raid onto your stream, would you stream differently than with a group of people that are currently watching you? If the answer is yes, that means you are not giving your all. You are waiting for something to give your all. You should be giving your all for 10, as you would for 10,000, because then that 10 is how you grow to 10,000. And the ideal length for a
that is true, and that, like I just said, that is what I am trying to do. Hopefully, I am succeeding, because we have 4 people watching right now. If that number was 4,000, I hope at least 3.5 of them would be having a good time right now.
stream is just under 6 hours. Anywhere under 6 hours. Where am I getting this information from? Well, I asked the biggest streamers in the world what the best streaming platform is. 28 out of 30 said Twitch. 1 person said YouTube. 1 person said multi-streaming. I am not sold on multi-streaming. I think multi-streaming fractures communities. There are times where it makes sense. For example, Doug when he does his YouTube versus Twitch, or an event to get the maximum amount of viewers. It works for some people like Charlie because he has a huge YouTube presence. I think it's better to not multi-stream. This is where I'm currently at. You could multi-stream.
Right now, I am multi-streaming. Am I making a mistake? I don't know. We'll see.
Until you find the platform that you like and then go from there. But I think sticking to one is generally better. Nobody said Kick. Now, that could be just because the group I asked. Kick could work for you if you like the 95-5 split. But of the group I asked, everybody said Twitch. And a quick tidbit about Twitch versus YouTube versus Kick versus whatever. Twitch is better for chatters and for streamers. Everything is way more streamlined. There's way more information for streamers on Twitch. YouTube is better for lurkers, worse for people who chat, and worse for people who stream. And Kick, it's Kick. Now this has changed a little bit. This is what the past 3 years have done.
Yeah,
There's
that is one thing I will say. I am sorry if there's kick streamers who will be watching this ever. I don't think so, but or kick fanboys, you know. I don't think I would stream on kick ever. No, not that I don't think I would. I wouldn't. I I just think it's not for me. I just think the whole steak thing, it doesn't work for me, you know. But each to their own, man. Each to their own. If it works for someone, it works for them. But I don't think it will work for me.
3 years ago, I talked about how you have to stream for the video. When you go live, you're basically trying to farm a YouTube video from it. It's changed. Now, most live streams are for the clip. We've condensed it a bit. If you live stream 4, 5, 6 hours, what you really care about getting in that time is a good clip. One great fucking moment is all that matters. Because if you think about it, most of the people in the world who know you will know you from your clip, not your streams. Even people on this list, all right? Kai, Speed, Queso, Jinxie, Pirate Software. You guys might have seen these streamers before. You've probably seen them from a clip. It might have been Speed getting sucked off in Minecraft, right? It might have been Kai breaking the record for the most subs ever of all time. It might have been Pirate Software talking about the YouTube algorithm. It could have been Jinxie hitting his desk with his feet and then falling backwards in his chair because he saw someone in Fortnite with a fat ass. Could have been Queso being called fat again. But you've probably seen the clip. The clip is king. So all you need is one great fucking moment. And then if you throw that moment on YouTube Shorts or TikTok and it blows up, it's a self-feeding system. More people will go to your stream. They want to see the funny moment. The funny moment happens. You get a new funny moment. And every new big streamer that's exploded from the past couple of years has exploded from clips, right? All these people I just listed, they've all been exploding because of the clips. Sometimes they're not even posting the clips themselves. It's just other people posting clips on their behalf. But it's all about the fucking clip. And you can be contrived about this. You can be natural about this. You can be an over-the-top person to get a clip. You can just be a godlike gamer and happen to get a good clip. But I promise you, if you live stream long enough, shit happens. I mean, that's the fucking beauty of live.
That
shit happens. Sometimes because you planned it. Sometimes because you didn't plan it.
That is something that a lot of people have told me. Like, you do need to start uploading to YouTube, upload to TikTok, upload to, you know, shorts, reels, anything that has to do with that. I just need to make sure y'all subscribe to your boy. Don't forget the Grandster, coolest motherfucker there is, and that's just the way it is. Okay? Go subscribe. Show some love. Let's get back to the video.
And that's just what life is. But you will get a funny ass clip, and when you do, you just got to keep rolling with it. You got to keep trying to recreate that magic. Asking the 30 biggest streamers, I said, do you think YouTube Shorts, TikTok are important for your growth? Because I wanted to know from their perspective. Right? Some of these people are established creators. 66.7 still said yes. And bear in mind, almost everybody I asked has been a successful creator since before YouTube Shorts were really a thing. And they still believe, 2/3 of which.
Yeah. I think I really should, you know, start setting this shit up too. And not just because it's important for growth, mostly because of that, to be honest. Mostly.
That YouTube Shorts and TikTok are important for their growth. So if they believe it en masse, huge majority, then you should also probably believe this. Now, there's an issue with clips. They don't make any fucking money. So it's still important to stream to make a YouTube video. And I've repeated this for my last session, but I think it's still valuable information. When you do a live stream, it is still valuable to have a goal going into the stream of getting a YouTube video out of it. You go live with a premise, you know, maybe you are going to give your chat your credit card. The bones of the stream is you buying things with your credit card that chat has picked out, and the conclusion is the final list of how much money you've spent and everything you've bought. Your premise, your bones, your conclusion. It doesn't have to be every stream, mind you, but if you are
Okay, wait, let me. I do want to write this down too because, like I've said, I'm gonna keep notes of everything. Hey, you see, it looks like a classroom. I'm taking notes, okay? Premise, bones, conclusion. How to stream for YouTube vid. Okay.
going live without really thinking about it, just playing a video game and then going offline a couple hours later, I don't think you're really giving it your all. You should be putting damn near an equal amount of time thinking about what you're going to do as you are doing what you are supposed to do. If the entire fucking time you spend working on live streaming, you are live and you are not growing at all, you're making a mistake. Let's use our time more valuably and let's think about what we're going to do so it is more successful long term. Here's an example.
Okay.
Which YouTube video do you think will be better from these two live streams? Do you think it is Jinxie vs 20 girls? Or do you think it is the live stream called Wednesday? Let's just take a stab in the dark here. Most people would argue it's the first option, and they would be right. 20 women versus Jinxie ended up being Jinxie's most viewed video within a week. And I don't think the Wednesday video that came from it did very well. Now, Wednesday streams are still important. You will occasionally have to go live with nothing to do, but putting Wednesday in your title and playing the game that people like when you play, or talking about the thing people like that you talk about, because consistency is key. But if you are not interspersing well thought out premises with good bones and good conclusion, I don't think you're doing a good enough job at streaming. How do you find ideas? How do you know what to stream, man? That's the hardest question. What the fuck do you do when you go live? The answer, you gotta watch a lot of live streams to know what to live stream. I'll tell you a story. I wanted to be a talk show host when I was in high school. Jay Leno even spoke at my sister's graduation from Emerson. And I saw him as he walked out and I said, Jay, I want to be a talk show host when I grow up. And he said, hey kid, what's your name? And I said, it's Ludwig. And he said, I'll see you there. I filmed all of this. This really happened. I'm not a talk show host today. I thought talk shows were dumb as shit and boring as hell. I never watched them. I just didn't watch them. I thought they were lame. I thought they were lame as shit. The reality is that I actually didn't want to be a talk show host. I think I just wanted to be a rich, famous person who was on TV who got to interview celebrities. Are you guys watching a shit ton of live streams? Because these 30 big fucking streamers who are very busy, some of which are streaming 80 plus hours a week, are watching streams daily. The majority of them are watching streams daily. Over 80% are watching streams a few times a week. I watch streams every single day. I'm not even shitting you. My Twitch Wrapped. I watched Twitch 365 out of 365 days last year. How do I know about people like Jinxie even though I'm 28 fucking years old? Because I watch people like Jinxie. Because I need to know what's going on. Because how else am I supposed to keep up, adapt, and come up with ideas? It can't all come from thin air. It can't all come from past experience. I've made 2,000 goddamn videos. I gotta be watching shit. I gotta get inspired. If you're not watching Twitch, you can't become a Twitch streamer. It's also important, though, to think of ideas that work for you. Because, yeah, you can watch somebody, but you can't necessarily do what they do. For example, if you watch me, you can't do, I let my chat spend $10,000, the results are...
I was going to say that when he said, what's the premise? Giving my chat money. Not money, but my credit card. You understand. And I was thinking, like, I'm not sure I can do that. I've got like 2, maybe 3 people max. I think the most I've had ever was like 6 people. What can they buy? Yeah. So maybe that wouldn't work for me, but that I tried drifting with Schlatt. Yeah. Hey, if anybody got Schlatt's number, send it my way. And I'll hit him up and I'll go drifting with the dude.
our cursed live stream because you can't spend $10,000 fucking dollars on a live stream. That would be insane. It'd be absurd of you to do. It'd be crazy. You shouldn't do that. You also probably can't fly to Japan and drift the J-Schlite because you probably don't know
Man.
J-Schlite like that. So if you can't do those things, do not think of ideas that include those things. I think this is a mistake I see all the time. People thinking of ideas that don't actually work for them. Oh man, if only I had 10K, I could do this. Oh man, if only I was friends with J-Schlite, I could collab with him. I would get big quick. What do you actually have around you? You got a funny fucking friend? Do you have a love and passion for mobile gaming? With the tools you have, what would you make? And you can still find inspiration. For example, last week I ranked every single Flash game. Anybody who's watching this could do that. It was fucking $0. I literally looked up Flash games and then played the Flash games. It was like 12 of them. It wasn't even every Flash game. Anyone could do that. So make sure the ideas you are thinking of work for you. Now, I asked these 30 streamers, how much planning actually goes into your stream? Because it's an interesting question, you know? Like, how much do they actually plan it out? And for the most part, people are kind of making it up the day of. 43% of people, the plurality of people, kind of just make up what they do the same exact day. And I'm not excluded from that camp, by the way. Most of the time, I kind of make up what I do that same day, maybe the day before. Only 26% of people plan their streams ahead of time. 73% are making up day of or sometimes making it up day of. So don't stress out, man. That's the key. Don't freak out about what you gotta do, but spend 30 minutes every morning thinking of a couple ideas, writing them down. Maybe pitching it to a friend who's also trying to become a live streamer. Throw your ideas back and forth. This idea sucks. This idea rocks. And just fucking run with it. The more shit you throw at the wall, the higher chance you have of something sticking. So better to think of an idea.
I have been making it up on the day of, but I've been trying to plan out the streams. Like, I want to watch this, I want to do this, and then I want to do that. But maybe I really should try doing a bit more, you know? Maybe just try, I don't know. I did get a couple of ideas that when he was talking, I might do something with that.
Rip it day of, it not work, try something new the next day, then spend all this time crafting this amazing idea you've thought of, only to have it not work. And now we get to my favorite part, the yoink and twists. Now, I've talked about this ad nauseum, so I'll be brief, but this is still the #1 best strategy on how to come up with a great video idea that is still exclusive to you and your personality, that has a high chance of being successful. And it starts with finding an idea that has worked. For example, Michael Reeves made a video a few years ago called Your Robot Ideas Are Stupid. Many people have followed his formula. Michael Reeves is a fucking phenomenal YouTuber. Phenomenal. In fact, one of them was Fundy, who made a video 3 years ago based off it called I Made Your Dumb Ideas in Minecraft. It became his most viewed video ever. I saw this, and I was kind of into chess at that time. So I was like, hey, there's a bunch of dumbass ways to play chess. What if I just try doing all of those ideas that chat gives me? And you can tell I was inspired by Fundy for the thumbnail, and
I would love to watch
the initial idea. In the video,
to play some
great
chess on.
I was pumped. 1.3 million views. It was me and Stans playing chess for 4 hours. Lock it in. The yoink and twist is a tried and true method. And don't feel bad about the yoink and twist because it's how it fucking works. Don't take my word for it. Listen to H Bomber Guy.
It's completely fine to be inspired by someone or build on ideas you got from somewhere else, especially if you're open about it. Famous big boy YouTuber Ludwig has a thing he calls the yoink and twist, where he gets ideas from existing videos and openly broadcasts he's doing his own spin on it. In his video about that one guy copying the capsule hotel video, he happily says where he got the stuff he drew on for his own work.
I do. This is me trying silly chess ideas, and look at all the tweets beside me with your ideas suck. Genius thumbnail. I got it from Fundy. I got it from Fundy. I made your dumb ideas in Minecraft, and then he has a bunch of tweets next to him.
It's hard for anyone to feel ripped off when he's open about where he got the ideas.
And if you don't take H Bomber Guy's word for it, or my word for it, 29 of the 30 streamers that I surveyed said they take stream ideas from other creators.
If there's anybody new in chat,
out of 30.
But
so if you
let me
haven't
just
already
do this, I just want to let you know we're in the school of Ludwig right now. As you can see,
started
we are
looking at other creators,
actually taking notes. We are learning to become creators, to become Twitch streamers. And by the end of this video, I am sure I will be at least top 10. At least. I'm just taking his advice, and he's top 2 ever on Twitch. So my hope is writing everybody's name in this book to the point where I become top 10. Those are the notes I'm taking, and we'll get there. We will. But before we do that, we gotta finish this video because we're in school today, okay? I hope that's all right.
in trying to take some elements of it, twisting it to making it your own, then you are just simply not doing it right. By the way, the only person who said they don't take ideas from other creators, Tarek. And that's fair. He does just go live and play Valorant every day. I guess he doesn't need to steal too many ideas. Tarek also gave a quote that I thought was poignant here. Because I asked everybody, I said, do you have a piece of advice for someone if they were to go live and stream? And he said, streaming, full luck, small skill. All right, that's what Tarek said. For some context, Tarek was the 3rd biggest streamer in the world last year. He says it's full luck, little skill. What does that mean for you? How can you even fathom becoming a streamer if the 3rd biggest in the world says it's full luck? You have to be delusional. And I mean this very genuinely, because there is someone who is watching this, or maybe isn't watching this, or maybe isn't born yet, who will be the biggest streamer in the fucking world.
Who got 2 thumbs and will be the biggest fucking streamer in the world, man? This guy. Okay? Okay?
It will happen. It won't be the people who are currently at the top, still at the top in 10 years. It's gonna be someone new. And that someone is gonna be fucking delusional. They're gonna be out of their mind because they're gonna see that 7+ million people go live and they're gonna think, oh, I'm gonna do it. And then they're gonna become the biggest to ever do it. That's delusional. But you need to be delusional. Because if you're not delusional, and if all you look at are the statistics and the numbers, you're not even gonna be able to try. You're just gonna get stuck in reality hell, okay? It's okay to dream big. It's okay to be a bit delusional, and it's okay to fucking go all in on a absolute Hail Mary dream. And the only way, I promise you, you will ever be the biggest to ever do it is if you are delusional. If you have that brazen confidence to believe that you hitting go
I believe. And I will. Okay?
live.
Okay, Dutch. Dutch. We will get out of here one day, Dutch.
And switching the relationship
Out of these gutters. We're gonna have money. Dutch. We're gonna go to Guara. Or Tahiti.
that currently
Being the number 1.
exists where you are the viewer to now you are the streamer and people get to watch you now and they have to watch
Can
you
you
now.
tell I've
And
been
not
playing
only
a
do they
lot
have
of
to watch
Red Dead
you,
recently?
they're going to watch you over the existing people with all the resources and money and experience. They're going to watch you instead. Only someone that delusional will ever end up being a huge streamer. Now, it's not to say you fucking throw your life away. You quit your job tomorrow. You start streaming full time until you're the biggest. Don't do that, right? You can still be risk averse. You can still be smart, but be smart and be delusional. Now, I asked these 30 streamers, what is the most important statistic? What should you worry about? If you're going to go live, what actually matters, right? And the answer is average view count. Streamers are obsessed with average view count. They are obsessed with it. All right. And even the streamers who prioritize things like enjoyment or maybe some
average view count
like
on a
girth, at one
stable
point,
and nice
they
3
care
right here.
massively about average view count. They obsessed over the number. All right. For many
2,
big
3.
streamers, it is their whole self-worth. I know streamers who were at 40,000 viewers who go down to 30,000 viewers. They're at 15,000 viewers, they go to 10,000 viewers. They're at 8,000 viewers, they go down to 6,000 viewers, and they're sad about it because that's how much value they put in to that average view count number. But if you're going,
I understand though. I do. With like I had a stream the other day where my average viewers were like 5, I think, and since then they've been like 2 or 3, and my heart is fucking broken, man. It's broken.
To be one of the biggest streamers in the world, you do need to care about that number. There's a lot of things you can do to impact that number. There's a lot of things out of your control. It's not a healthy relationship you will ever fucking have with it, but it is also, at the end of the day, the most important statistic that determines whether or not you'll be the biggest ever do it.
There's
Now, I
6
thought this one
people
was
in there
interesting.
now.
I asked them, do they look at their view count while streaming? I do. I've been Hawkeyeing it this whole stream. It's been going on the whole time.
Welcome to the
That means
broadcast.
I'm generally doing a good job. 2/3 say
Don't
yes,
forget to
1/3
free
says no.
Palestine.
And I think it's a preference thing, right? I wouldn't put too much stock into this. And probably the people who said yes to looking at the view count while streaming are the same people who said average view count is the most important metric. But I just want to put some gravity onto the average view count number. Don't become obsessed with it. Don't become psycho. You know, don't let it ruin your life, I guess is what I should say. But be aware. You don't have to know it while you're live. You can look at it after. You can even look at it after a week or a month and look at the charts and see how it does for games. But know it. Know your stream. Know what people like, know what people don't like. I talk about this a lot. Everyone falls off. Now, it's a little funny to talk about how everyone falls off.
Nah, me. Hey, you got to get on to fall off, okay? I never got on, baby.
In a video about how to be a streamer. You haven't even made it yet, and I'm talking about how you're about to fall off. But it's true. And in these videos, I talk a lot about the how to make the sausage, the how to be a big streamer, the what happens if you do become a big streamer. But the reality is you're going to fall off. You're going to quit. Even if you fucking make it. Even if you watch this video, and in 5 years, you're like, let me watch your video. I'm the biggest streamer in the fucking world. In 10 years, 20 years, you're going to be like, I watched your video as the biggest streamer in the world, and now I fell off. So while you're
What if I become the first streamer ever to never fall off? Huh? Huh? Is that delusional enough for you, Ludwig? Huh? Is it?
here,
Is it?
while you're making shit, you might as well make something you care about. And in the past, I haven't focused on this enough, but it is truly all that matters.
That is a point that I did want to mention after the video. I'm happy he brought it up. I think before the reason why I wasn't sure on streaming, I wasn't really comfortable with it, is because I wasn't comfortable sharing what is important to me. And I am now, and I will push what's important to me. I will. And I will do what's important to me. Like earlier today I had a full on hour and a half, 2 hour stream just talking about what's going on in Palestine. Because I feel like even if I have one viewer, or if I have 10, 100, 1,000, I would still, just like he said, I would still want to do what I do and be proud of what I do. And that's why it's so important to me. And I think that's why I'm comfortable enough now to actually stream and be myself at the same time. You know? I think if I was to stream when I wanted to, when I wanted to, like when it started to become interesting to me, I don't think I would act myself. And I think a lot of it has come with age, but not only with age. I just got to know myself a bit better, and I think that is one of the most important things you can do. Um, but other than that, I just want to have fun, man. Okay, I don't want to be. That's why I wrote Hassan, Ludwig, and Moise, because I think if I only did what Hassan does, for example, I don't think I would be very happy. Um, and if I only did what Moist or Ludwig does, I don't think I would be very happy. So that's why I want to like when I can, if I can, stream as much as possible, stream what I want to stream, talk about what I want to talk about. And if people are here for it, they're here for it, right?
Is literally all that matters, is making something you care about. If you're making shit that is an antithesis to your being and what you like and what matters or what you think is cool, like what's the fucking point in that? You know? Leave a mark. Be someone who makes shit they're proud of. I promise you. I promise you. I have seen the heights that some streamers have hit, and then they start to fall off a bit, and then they're fucking depressed. But you wouldn't be depressed if you were proud of what you made. If the only thing that matters is the success, then you will guaranteed be sad in the long term. If the only thing that matters is making something you care about, then truly, the only way you fail is if you don't make something you care about. And so with that thought, I got some final steps. If you've already gone through the process, you've gone live at least once, you just tried it out. You wrote down your goals, your inspiration, all that. If you're at this point, congratulations. I got one more thing I need you to do. In the thought of making something you're proud of, if you really want to graduate and become a if you really want to graduate and become a big streamer, I want you to show off your work. If you are not willing to show friends and family the shit that you make, you are not serious about what you're making. And this is a very scary thing to do. This is a fucking terrifying thing to do. A lot of people try to keep their stream life separate from the regular life, so people at school don't know or their family doesn't know. But if you're not proud enough,
I don't gotta worry about school anymore, at least. But no, that was actually one of the reasons why I was scared to stream. I was scared of what people would think of me. You know, and I come from a time where content creation wasn't very cool. You know, no, I'm not that old. You know, 27. I'm still a young buck. Got a lot of life left in me. Okay. But when I was younger, people didn't find the content creators very cool. I did, but I was too scared to do shit about it. So now I'm not. You know, I'm telling everybody. I'm happy about it. I'm enjoying it. You know, 3 people watching right now. I'm having a great time. 4 now. I'm having a great time. Enjoying it. I have to say, this video
of the
is
shit you're
fantastic.
making, that you won't sit on the couch and watch a video with your mom or sister or brother,
Open
whoever,
my eyes a little bit.
or you won't Discord message a friend that you've talked to for years who fucking loves you, the shit that you're making. It is disrespectful in my mind to post that publicly expecting other people to watch. If you expect other people who don't give a shit about you to watch the thing that you won't even show the people who love you to watch, I find that disrespectful. And it's scary. But if you're willing to do that step and you take that leap, you'll be in such a better place. You'll be in such a better place, man. Because you'll be at the point where you're already making stuff that you're proud of. And if you're not, and they're like, hey, this fucking sucks, then you know. And you can get to that point quicker. That'd be amazing. How amazing would that be if someone who loves you could just tell you, like, hey, man, this thing actually isn't good. You know, you work on it, change it, do it better. That's great to know. It's going to shatter your fucking ego, or it can lift you up. It's scary. Do it.
I'm gonna be honest. That kind of stuff, it doesn't shatter me at all. Um, I've uh, I've spoken to about it a lot with people close to me. You know, um, I enjoy constructive criticism. It helps me. It makes me realize what needs to be done, and I always try to take it to heart. The same way I do with chat. If anybody writes in chat telling me like this is fucked, or this is wrong, or you should do this a little bit different, you know, I take it to heart, you know. So yeah, it makes perfect sense. And but I do, like he says, I know firsthand that it's scary because I wasn't. I make music too, or I uh used to. I never really quit. I just haven't been to the studio in a while. Um, and it took me fucking like 4 years, I think, before I even dared showing anybody. So, you know, and it's true what he says. How can I expect anybody else to want to watch when I don't even expect people who love me to watch? That is a discussion for another time.
Show off your work. I do this to this day. If I make a video that I think's really fucking cool, I send it to my family in France. They don't speak English, but I think if it's really cool, it will cross the language barrier. So when I did my story time when I went to France, I sent it to them. But also when I made the video learning an opera in Italian, I sent it to them because I wanted to share it with them. I thought they'd fucking love it. And they did. It was cool. I'm proud of that video. And that, in conclusion, is my Ultimate Streaming Guide 2.0. Thank you very much for watching. Couple things if you're still here and you want to stick around,
Okay.
if you watch the video all the way through, hey, subscribe, follow.
Okay. No, I'm subscribed already. No, don't need to tell me. Become a member. I used to be. I'm poor as shit now. So sorry. And I am trying to make stuff I am proud of. So we're here now. Great fucking video. I've taken a lot of notes. Can't see them, but they're there. A couple of names written in this, just to make sure, just to make it a little bit easier for me to, reach the top 10. Um, but I really, really enjoyed that video. I did. Great discussion. I feel like I did learn a lot. I feel like it opened my eyes a lot, reminded me of stuff I had forgotten or not thought about in a while.
It's level 1 crooks.
Who the fuck gon' step up when it's needed to be done? Bitch, I am the one. Bitch, I am the one. Shit, let's get all done. Bitch, I am the one. Bitch, I am the one. Yeah. Who the fuck gon' step up when it's needed to be done? Bitch, I am the one. Bitch, I am the one. Shit, let's get all done. Bitch, I am the one. Bitch, I am